Welcome to Achieving Financial Freedom through Stoic Philosophy. In this series, we'll explore how the ancient wisdom of Stoicism can guide us toward true financial freedom. Stoicism, a philosophy founded in ancient Greece by Zeno of Citium, emphasizes the development of self-control, rational thinking, and inner tranquility. It's about focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. But how does this apply to our finances? Financial freedom is more than just accumulating wealth. It's about having the independence to live life on your own terms. It's the ability to make choices without being constrained by financial stress. The principles of Stoicism can provide a strong foundation for this journey. By aligning our financial decisions with Stoic teachings, we can cultivate a mindset that not only helps us achieve financial success, but also ensures that we maintain inner peace and contentment. Throughout this series, we'll delve into the core Stoic principles and see how they can be applied to financial planning, investment, and overall wealth management. We'll explore how to build resilience in the face of financial setbacks, practice self-discipline in spending and saving, and ultimately, achieve a state of financial independence that aligns with a virtuous life. Join us as we embark on this journey, blending ancient philosophy with modern financial wisdom to achieve not just wealth, but true financial freedom. Number 2. Understanding wealth needs versus wants. In our pursuit of financial freedom, one of the most crucial lessons from Stoicism is understanding the difference between needs and wants. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes not from external possessions but from within. They taught that we should focus on what is essential to our well-being and discard the rest. In today's consumer-driven society, we are constantly bombarded with messages that equate happiness with material wealth. But Stoicism urges us to look deeper. Do we truly need the latest gadget, the bigger house, or the luxury car? Or are these simply desires fueled by societal expectations? When we focus on our needs, basic necessities like food, shelter, and clothing, we begin to see that many of our financial struggles come from chasing after wants. By prioritizing needs, we simplify our financial life and reduce unnecessary expenses. This not only helps us save more, but also brings us closer to financial freedom. Stoicism teaches us to be content with what we have. It encourages us to practice gratitude for the essentials and to let go of the constant pursuit of more. This mindset shift can transform our approach to money, helping us build a life that is rich in meaning, not just in material wealth. Number 3. The power of self-discipline in financial planning. Discipline is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that by mastering our impulses and desires, we could achieve greater control over our lives. This principle is especially relevant in financial planning, where discipline can mean the difference between success and failure. In our financial lives, self-discipline manifests in various ways. It's about setting a budget and sticking to it, even when temptations arise. It's about resisting the urge to make impulsive purchases and instead making deliberate, thought-out decisions. It's about saving consistently, even when it feels like there's always something more urgent to spend on. The Stoics taught that we should focus on what we can control. In the realm of finances, we may not be able to control market fluctuations or unexpected expenses, but we can control our spending habits, our savings rate, and our investment choices. By exercising self-discipline, we take charge of our financial destiny. Number 4. Embracing minimalism, the Stoic approach to consumption. A concept that has gained popularity in recent years is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that by reducing our attachment to material possessions, we could achieve greater peace of mind and focus on what truly matters in life. In our modern world, where consumerism is rampant, it's easy to fall into the trap of equating happiness with the accumulation of things. But the Stoic approach teaches us to question this assumption. Does owning more really lead to a better life? Or does it simply add more stress and complexity? Minimalism, as inspired by Stoicism, is not about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing ourselves from the endless cycle of consumption and finding contentment with less. By embracing minimalism, we can reduce our expenses, declutter our lives, and focus on the essentials, what we truly need to live well. In financial terms, this means cutting back on unnecessary spending, simplifying our investments, and avoiding lifestyle inflation. It means being intentional with our money, spending it on things that bring real value and meaning to our lives, rather than on fleeting pleasures. Number 5, detachment from wealth, cultivating inner peace. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the concept of detachment from wealth. The Stoics believed that true happiness and peace of mind come not from external possessions, but from within. They taught that we should not place our identity or self-worth in our financial status or material wealth. In the pursuit of financial freedom, it's easy to become obsessed with the accumulation of wealth. But the Stoics remind us that money, while useful, should not be the ultimate goal. Instead, we should focus on cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-control, qualities that lead to true fulfillment. Detachment from wealth doesn't mean rejecting money or living in poverty. Rather, it's about recognizing that wealth is a tool, not a measure of our worth. It's about being able to enjoy the benefits of financial success without becoming attached to it or letting it define us. By practicing detachment, we can maintain our inner peace regardless of our financial circumstances. Whether we experience financial success or setbacks, our sense of self remains grounded in something deeper than material wealth. Number 6, resilience in financial setbacks, a Stoic mindset. Financial setbacks are an inevitable part of life, whether it's a sudden job loss, an economic downturn, or an unexpected expense. These challenges can test our resolve. But Stoicism teaches us that it's not the setback itself, but how we respond to it, that matters. The Stoics believed in the power of resilience, the ability to remain steadfast and composed in the face of adversity. They taught that we should expect challenges and prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally to face them with courage and wisdom. In the financial realm, this means developing a mindset that can withstand market volatility, economic uncertainty, and personal financial crises. It means having a plan in place for when things go wrong and maintaining a sense of calm and perspective when they do. Resilience also involves viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Instead of seeing a financial loss as a failure, the Stoic approach encourages us to learn from it, adapt, and emerge stronger. By embracing challenges as part of the journey, we can develop a more resilient and confident financial mindset. Number 7, long-term thinking, the Stoic investor's mindset. The Stoics were masters of long-term thinking. They believed in looking beyond the immediate moment and considering the broader implications of their actions. This principle is particularly relevant in the world of investing, where patience and foresight are key to success. In investing, it's easy to get caught up in short-term gains and market fluctuations, but the Stoic investor's mindset is focused on the long term. It's about making decisions that align with your long-term goals and values, rather than chasing quick profits. The Stoics taught that we should not be swayed by external events, such as market volatility or economic uncertainty. Instead, we should focus on what we can control: our investment strategy, risk tolerance, and time horizon. By maintaining a long-term perspective, we can ride out the ups and downs of the market and stay on course towards our financial goals. With the Stoic investor's mindset, you can build a resilient and profitable investment strategy that stands the test of time. Number 8, practicing gratitude, appreciating what you have. Gratitude is a core principle of Stoicism. The Stoics believed that by appreciating what we have, we can find contentment and happiness in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking more. This mindset is especially important in our financial lives. In a world that often equates success with the accumulation of wealth and possessions, it's easy to fall into the trap of always wanting more. But the Stoics remind us that true wealth is not measured by what we have, but by our ability to be content with what we have. Practicing gratitude can transform our financial mindset. By focusing on the abundance in our lives, We shift our perspective from scarcity to sufficiency. This doesn't mean we stop striving for financial goals, but rather that we approach them from a place of contentment, not lack. Gratitude also helps us avoid the pitfalls of comparison. Instead of measuring our success by others' standards, we learn to appreciate our unique journey and the progress we've made. This leads to greater financial satisfaction and less stress. Number 9. Financial independence as a path to virtue. Financial independence is more than just a goal. It's a path to living a virtuous life. For the Stoics, virtue, defined as living in accordance with reason and nature, was the highest good. They believed that by cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-control, we could achieve true happiness and fulfillment. Achieving financial independence allows us to live in alignment with these virtues. It gives us the freedom to make choices based on our values, rather than out of necessity or fear. It enables us to focus on personal growth, relationships, and contributions to society, rather than being consumed by financial worries. But financial independence is not just about having enough money to retire early or live comfortably. It's about using our resources wisely, living within our means, and making decisions that reflect our deepest values. It's about finding balance and harmony between our financial goals and our personal life. By achieving financial independence, you can create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and virtue, one that goes beyond mere wealth. Number 10. The Stoic path to financial freedom. We conclude this series on achieving financial freedom through Stoic philosophy. Let's reflect on the journey we've taken. We've explored the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how it can guide us toward true financial freedom. A freedom that is not just about accumulating wealth, but about living a life of purpose, balance, and inner peace. We've learned that financial freedom begins with understanding the difference between needs and wants, practicing self-discipline, and embracing minimalism. We've seen how detachment from wealth can bring us closer to inner peace, and how resilience can help us navigate financial setbacks with grace. We've explored the importance of long-term thinking in investing, the power of gratitude in finding contentment, and how financial independence can be a path to living a virtuous life. Throughout it all, we've seen that the Stoic approach to finances is not just about managing money, but about cultivating a mindset that leads to a richer, more fulfilling life. Now it's time to put these lessons into practice. Take the principles of Stoicism and apply them to your financial life. Focus on what you can control, live within your means, and make decisions that reflect your deepest values. Remember, financial freedom is not just a destination, it's a journey that when guided by Stoic wisdom can lead to a life of true wealth and inner peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May you find both financial success and the tranquility that comes with living a life aligned with Stoic principles. Please, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for our weekly videos. Be safe, be well, and take care.